Now here's where it starts getting weird. Steven Seagal signed up to help fight Russia, fight with Russia. You know, I mean, if he's over there,
Well, he's fighting on the Russian side, by the way. He's the bad guy.
Beating up all them comrades over there. Look at him.
No, he's the bad guy.
Oh, is he fighting with?
He joined the Russian army, quote unquote.
Shit. Oh, so people, it's done. Russia won, man. They got Steven Seagal. Russia won. Let me talk to y'all about something real quick about this whole Ukraine invasion. Now, my man ready to get mad. Don't you talking about Ukraine now? I got friends over there now. You understand? But listen, if nothing else, you've got to agree that it's getting weird. If nothing else, it is getting
weird.
I tell you, it's people. This whole Ukraine invasion, it's a lot of things to a lot of people.
Tragic.
But it's getting a little weirder right now. So it's going down so hard over there. They got beauty queens over there fighting. They got they got Miss Ukraine over there picked up. Miss Ukraine picked up a gun and getting her war on over there, man. This is
It's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Goddamn.
That's awesome.
Got beauty queen picked up a rifle, man, and is going at it.
Fuck, dude, that's awesome.
It's getting crazy over there. So you get here, and let me see what her name is. Cause she's going hard. Like, listen, y'all talk about patriotism. This chick is about it. And look at her. She got a gun and said, "Invaders will die." Former Miss Ukraine joins fight to defend her country from Russia. I want to see what her name is.
She got some.
Anastasia Lena, Ukraine's 2015 representative in the Miss Grand International Beauty Pageant, is now kicking ass over there in the Ukraine.
Here's a drink to her. That's badass, dude.
America's a big place, and I'm not really trying to talk bad about it, but I just can't see no Miss America picking up a gun and doing
No Miss
shit.
America, not even Miss Texas.
Yeah, not even Miss Texas, where we love our guns.
Yeah, not even Miss Texas would do that.
Shit, they be going to Cancun with Ted Cruz,
Yeah.
so,
Or Canada.
Yeah, I gotta say, America don't go as hard as the Ukraine, man.
No, we're all about patriotism when it's about patriotism.
Man, this is real.
Ashtray,
bitch. Yeah.
That's her telling us.
She asking Putin, "Where my ashtray, bitch?"
Yeah.
So listen, whatever you think about what's happening over there, these people love their country, man. Everybody picking up a gun and going at it.
But that's not weird. That's honestly the status quo right now. Everybody needs to fight.
Everybody putting it in.
Yeah.
So
everybody.
next time y'all want to talk about patriotism and defending America and all that kind of stuff, y'all think about how it's going down in Ukraine.
Yep.
Well, even models.
Yeah.
Even models over there fighting. Look at it. She got her. It's like, what's that?
She's still turning into a photo shoot. Look at that.
She's still posing. She getting her special forces on and still.
She'll blow your head off, but look good while doing it.
And look good while doing it, man. This probably gonna start a whole new fashion trend. Chicks gonna be wearing purses that look like M16s and shit.
Shit, don't say anything. Let's do it here first in Texas.
Crazy how people, they love their country over there.
Shit. That's not the craziest story. I got a personal story.
Well, hold on with this right here. Also, now, maybe that's not the weirdest, but also, now here's where it starts getting weird. Steven Seagal signed up to help fight Russia, fight with Russia. I mean, if he's over there.
Well, he's fighting on the Russian side, by the way. He's the bad guy.
Beating up all them comrades over there. Look at him.
No, he's the bad guy.
Oh, is he fighting with?
He joined the Russian army, quote unquote.
Shit. So people, it's done. Russia won, man. They got Steven Seagal. Russia won.
He's fighting them all one at a time.
Yeah. Shit, that's him fighting the Ukraine president right there. Look at him. Oh, shit. They got Steven Seagal, Russia. Oh, it's done, man. They won. We don't need no nukes. Russia don't need no nukes. They got Steven Seagal. That's the only nuke they need. By the way, people, that's not a real story. What happened was, I believe that if you're telling me correctly, Joe Rogan just found a picture of Steven Seagal.
Yeah, he posted on social media a photo that was like a fake CNN report that supposedly claimed that Steven Seagal joined the Russian military because he has the Russian citizenship, I think, since
Chat, we know, because Chat talking about, man, that's fake. Chat, we ain't stupid. We ain't dumb. We know. We don't believe that Steven Seagal is fighting the Ukraine right now.
Here's the thing. He's so crazy that I might actually believe it because he had a reality show here in Texas.
Yes, he did. He was he wanted to be Walker, Texas Ranger.
Yeah, something like that.
So,
right?
so it's not. We ain't stupid, but if somebody believed that Steven Seagal joined the Russian army and started fighting Ukraine, I wouldn't blame somebody for believing it. You just see the first article that comes up and you're like, oh shit, Steven Seagal is fighting the Ukraine.
Yeah, well, there's some things like, you know what? Let me check this out. Another thing's like, that sounds stupid.
Yeah.
Steven Seagal joining something, you know what? Let me check this out.
Yeah. Now, what this is Joe Rogan wanted to believe that shit.
And I don't blame him. But it's just that he's been up so much that he should have not done it.
Dude, you got what, $200 million?
And the Ritz.
And he just bought a club here in Austin. Bro, you got $200 million from Spotify. You can't afford a fact checker?
No, man.
I mean, listen.
He has $250 million and the internet, which is free.
Yeah, he was just free and fast and quick. He looked at the first article that said Steven Seagal joins the Russian army. He was like, oh shit, I gotta tell the world about this.
He probably saw that shit in Reddit and 4chan, some bullshit like that. He's just like, oh my God, it's real.
Brother, you got $200 million. You can't afford for somebody, because I get things wrong, but I can guarantee you, if I saw a story that said Steven Seagal suited up and join the Russian military,
man, he will fact check.
I would fact check that. There's no way I believe that.
And even if it's in the show, I will question it like, okay, let's check this. It's funny, but let's check this. But not
that should be followed up with at least, is this real? You know, I mean,
but bro.
Now Joe Rogan, he's like, I knew it.
Yeah.
To be fair, it's a good ass picture.
Oh shit, it's over.
We lost.
It's done. Steven Seagal.
They got Seagal, we got Van Damme.
I knew it.
Well, that's a hell of out of all the conspiracies out there, this is the one you believed.
I knew it was gonna happen.
That's another crazy thing that came out of this, because there's a bunch of rumors that are coming out right now. Now, here's one of the craziest ones here.
It gets crazier?
Now, here's where it gets crazy, and this really is crazy. You know, with all this other stuff, I'm laughing. I'm like, oh, hell yeah, go Ukraine. But they also, now here's where things get really weird. People just found out today that the Ukrainian president is actually a talking bear.
Oh.
Всем привет, дорогие друзья. Я Володymyr Zelensky. Я подарил свой голос потрясающему, харизматичному.
The Ukrainian president did the voice of Haddington Bear for the Ukrainian release of the movie.
The second one, not the first one. The second one.
The second one.
The second one, yeah. But okay, that didn't caught me off guard because he's an actual comedian.
He's a comedian. Yeah, he was on a show where he actually played the president of the Ukraine.
That's crazy.
Yeah, this is wild, man. So now people don't know that the Ukrainian president Zelensky, what's his name? Volodymyr Zelensky.
Yeah. Just call him Zelensky.
Zelensky, yeah. A lot of people don't know that the dude's a comedian, man, and that he was an actor, and he voiced he did a voice for Paddington. Now, the Paddington that we know, it was voiced originally by the guy that played Q and James Bond.
In the new ones.
In the new ones, yeah. I forgot that guy's name.
Young boy.
Fines? Is it one of the Fine brothers?
No, not one of the Fine brothers. What is that guy's name? He plays Q. He's a gay actor.
Yeah, he was supposed to be the main actor in Bohemian Rhapsody at one point.
That's right. He was supposed to be Freddie Mercury.
But Rami Malek stepped in at the last minute, took that role.
Ben Whishaw originally did the voice of Paddington in the Paddington movies.
Do bears even have names? My name is...
Or perhaps you'd like an English name.
An English name?
Paddington.
That's beautiful.
Paddington, by the way.
It's a beautiful movie.
It's a great movie, man. Both of them adorable film, man. Did you ever see Paddington, Oz?
No, I have not. I heard it was good though.
Man, your kids at the time you showed them this movie is actually, it was underrated films, man.
Here's the thing: the
Oh,
world.
you know what? Is one of the movies did he go to prison or something like that?
Yes, yeah, he went to jail. Yeah, he went to prison.
I saw something happening. What the hell? I watched the Bear in prison. All right.
Yeah. But yeah, that was crazy. A lot of people looking at this and they're like, oh shit, man. You know, yes, people, you heard correctly. It's not a joke. The president of the Ukraine was a comedian at one time. Yeah. So if you thought us having Trump as president was bad, you know. And by the way, it looks like this comedian did a much better job than this so-called businessman of a president that we had.
No, this dude has done an amazing job over the board. Everybody's been just saying that the dude has been stepping up for this. Yeah.
And he actually, some people pointed out, I'm going to show you something. There was an article that said, hey, everybody's going hard in the Ukraine right now.
Everybody.
So let me see here, because they compared Zelensky to some of our politicians here in America. So let's see here.
Let's see how hard it goes.
So they said, okay, so when you look at the president of the Ukraine, it shows us Americans that we have two type of guys. You got one, when a war is going down, they suit up and they jump right into it.
They step up to the occasion.
Up, just like your girl, that model they had over there. And then they have some where when a simple snowstorm comes through, they head to Cancun. So yes, again, Ted Cruz, man, that dude ran with snow. And this man's running the bullets and bombs. Can't argue with it at all.
Yeah, I mean that's the type of stuff that keeps you president for the rest of your life, right there.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Nothing else is a good photo op.
I really hope he lives, because now the biggest fear is that they get
Vladimir's gonna have him killed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got stories on my own, because most of my own company and also the company that my girlfriend works at, they're game companies, and a lot of developers and engineers are from that.
Which Ukraine. Game are you talking about?
Okay, I can say this. She is working currently in the Star Wars Hunters game for the Switch and mobile, and Singa has some engineers in the Ukraine, and with my company, Unity, there's some also engineers in that part.
Okay.
And the whole thing is that we know stories of them just running, evacuating, and in some cases getting developer kits with them and running with those developer kits. And that's amazing. Like, you're telling me you're running with developer kits and you're risking your own life to save that project? Like, whoa, dude, come on.
Okay, so people, we had a heroic moment.
Yeah.
And as I said, a great photo shoot with this this supermodel warrior chick.
Yeah.
Got some good laughs. Steven Seagal and your man playing Haddington Bear over here. But there's a sadness to this whole thing with the Ukraine, man. It is. And well, not what you're thinking. I'm a little. I got some mixed feelings about the Ukraine right now, and and it's not coming from just nowhere. And I'm not saying that I'm against the Ukraine or anything like that, but there's some Have you heard about this, Oz?
I have not. I'm waiting to hear what you have to say.
So there's some disturbing news about the Ukraine that has come out in the middle of all this. And there he goes, man. I got friends over there now. You better watch yourself. But, you know, I don't want to sit up here and generalize a whole country based on just a couple of things that I've seen, but this is a big issue. And I've seen this before, and I've talked about this. I've talked about how the people don't know how racist the world is, man.
I know what you're gonna say.
No, hear me out, because I don't know if, like I said, I'm not gonna sit up here and generalize a whole country, but apparently over in the Ukraine, they have a lot of African immigrants.
Yep.
They have a lot of African students. They have some African citizens who have become citizens of the Ukraine. And now that this war is going on,
broke out. Yeah,
it is showing this racist side of a country that the world is rallying behind right now. And listen, you can look this up in a lot of places. It's not me just, sitting up here trying to bring racism into something because people think that's what I do. just hear me out real quick. Because I'm just asking you right now, how am I supposed to feel when I read something like this? So over in the Ukraine, they got people who are trying to evacuate. They got people trying to leave. When these people of color try to get on trains, and I'm talking about women with children in freezing weather, they turn these people down. They push them away. They actually make them move so that some of the European and white Ukrainians can get on the train and leave. And I'm looking at Newsweek right here. So this is story after story. Watch how they're threatening to shoot us. These are people of color. Look at how Ukrainian forces are pushing aside the black girl while they allow a white girl. Ukraine. Now, I'm not sitting up here saying Ukraine myself right now, but what am I supposed to say when I see this? And let me show you the video right here.
The black girl go. They're not letting the black girl go. The black girl go. They're pushing her. They're not letting her.
Yeah. I saw a CNN report about that actually today about it. And they were talking.
But this is not, in case you're saying CNN and it's like they got a bias or something. This is a lot of news sources reporting this, and they saying that it's just not Africans. It's it's people of color. You can see right here where they're saying they are blocking Africans from getting on trains here. Threats of violence to these people from local Ukrainians who don't believe that we should enter. Trying to evacuate. It's not just Africans having trouble crossing, but all immigrants of color, including Indians, Latinos, Arabs. But this is what I'm talking about, because this is there's a lot of reporting that's going on that's showing now that the context of immigrant is not it's not what it was back when people were moving to New York, going through Ellis Island. Irish were immigrants. Everybody was immigrants. White people were immigrants. Now immigrants is taking on the context of poor brown and black people invading spaces. Because they actually did reports today. Poland did a report where they were like, look at them. They're not like those immigrants. They look like us. They look, they're middle class. They're white Europeans. So there's this thing now where these people are others, and the Ukraine has definitely shown their true, no pun intended, their true colors here, or at least some people, authorities in the Ukraine, by treating these people like second-class citizens and pushing them out the way so they can let these other people go on. Now, maybe that's them having some sort of, maybe this is where they look at these people as, you're not real Ukrainians, so we're letting our people in.
There's a little bit of, okay, so, God, this is a really hard topic, because specifically with Poland, one of the top things, and it's not to debunk anything that you're saying, because yes, a lot of what you're saying is definitely true, but also you need to make, even though a lot of those people that are fleeing the Ukraine right now, some of those are not Ukraine citizens. So when they're there as tourists or they're with other working visas, other type of visas, getting access to Poland or certain other places is a little bit more complicated. The thing here is that in those cases, there's a lot of bullshit bureaucracy, that a lot of red tape in between that should be completely eliminated and let them in, because it's a humanitarian.
Let's not just call it red tape. It's pure racism too, and you don't. And see, people going to say, and this is why I hate this, because people are like, why you always got to bring up racism? Why you always got to do this? People, this is a war going on. This is major news. I didn't tell them to push these Africans off this train. I didn't tell them to treat them like shit. I didn't tell them to look at the color of their skin and treat them this way. But what happens is, because they're European, and now everybody has a hashtag, I stand with Ukraine. Now we're supposed to sit up here and be like the better people, when we get shit on all the time around the world.
No, for sure.
And so I just ask you, like, I'm pissed off about this, because I'm supposed to be sympathetic when they have no empathy towards people like us. One of the things I can't stand, there's racism, and then there's like just this real despicable racism where people are treated like shit and they don't have empathy. What they do is they go and treat other people worse. So now you have this country that's getting oppressed by Russia, and how do they handle that? They pass on the oppression to these people that they see lower than them. I mean, and again, I'm not speaking for all of Ukraine, but the visual is there. And by the way, Ukraine has not spoken on it at all about what's happening right here.
And they're not going to speak about it, because right now for them, that would be almost borderline insignificant in this moment. For them, it wouldn't carry that importance. For us, it carries importance. But I don't really see the president just stepping up to the plate and, talking about that. Like, I would like to really know how many of those cases are true. Some of those cases, is it taking longer? Are they actually getting to flee? Because the CNN report that I saw today, a black family from, I think, Nigeria, was saying that they were waiting for 3 days in the station when they saw other families get there the same day and part the same day. And they were really upset, and CNN started talking to them, and they translated, and the whole thing is that, no, we've been here sleeping in this station for 3 days, and we see people just arrive one day and leave the same day. I get that I'm not a Ukrainian citizen, but I'm a tourist, or I was here on a student or work visa, but I still have the same human rights.
But they say even before this happened that these people were being treated, not, I don't know how widespread this, this racism is.
Even
but
before
hold
they were
on.
fleeing?
Well, the thing is, like, they said that they were being treated badly anyway. Before it happened. Yeah. So, that's what it. There's a discussion that needs to be had, because that's the way it's always seen. We talk about these Mexicans that come over, we treat them like shit. We talk about the Africans going over to other countries, they treat them like shit. But when it's Europeans that go somewhere, all of a sudden we're supposed to be so sympathetic. Oh, isn't this terrible? And I'm just asking you now. People are looking at me like I'm some sort of asshole because I'm not. At this point, I'm not 100% sympathetic towards what's happening with the Ukraine. And by the way, it's not that I'm not against Putin going in and invading the country, because that has terrible repercussions for the world, man.
Yeah, for everybody.
For everybody. Especially that horse. Man, imagine that horse having to carry his ass shirtless on you right now. That horse is like...
Thank God you put that picture, because the conversation was getting so serious.
Well, it's a serious thing.
It's a really serious fucking conversation.
That horse is like, out of all the sex ass women here in the Ukraine, in Russia, I gotta have his ass on my back.
I really want to hear.
This ain't no privilege.
I really want to hear what Oz has to say.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass it on to Oz, but I'm just asking you. I'm not sitting up here saying I'm against I'm against the Ukraine 100%. I'm not sitting here saying that they deserve what they get. Again, like I said, invading a country and the impact it has on the world, and plus, this is a guy who is, he's up there with Kim Jong-un and everything.
He's fucking sick.
He's insane. He's insane with power.
Yeah,
and he's a narcissist. Now he's threatening like nuclear retaliation, which I don't think he's that stupid to do that. But you don't ever underestimate crazy people, man. Yeah. So no, I'm not saying that this is not a serious thing that needs to be taken care of, and just let him invade Ukraine, because you let him have that, don't tell him how far he's going to go. But at the same time, this is something that we've been talking about for a long time, how we are looked at as others around the world. It's bad enough that I'm having to deal with these double standards and this hypocrisy in this country right here. And I got to look at people support this shit without giving a second thought and talk about how these people who are being oppressed, how they're passing oppressive nature on to other people. And if I say something and criticize because it's a hashtag on the internet, because people have been told that they need to be sympathetic, all of a sudden I'm wrong for speaking out against something that's clearly wrong. I mean, just tell me what I'm supposed to do here. I'm genuinely asking how I'm supposed to feel about this. Oz, let me hear what you got to say.
Listen, man, I've been in the dark with a lot of this, invasion stuff. My wife, she, was full on about it. I'm just trying to chill for the most part. But, I did hear about this, it's hard to avoid this part of it. And, the optics on it is always going to be terrible. And I believe no matter what's going on, injustice is injustice, whether, Russia's attacking Ukraine, that is terrible, right? But also there's a layer underneath that as well, which is also fucking terrible, which also needs to be talked about. So I'm with you 100%, Corey, and bringing this to light and let people understand, like, listen, when shit goes south, the true nature of people will come out, right? And we're seeing the true nature, right now when it comes to, black and brown people when they're in another country, and shit is hitting the fan. Again, man, it's depressing. It does make you angry just to understand that everybody's trying to, do what's best for them. The same way everybody's trying to flee, they're trying to flee.
Yeah.
What is the difference now? You know, I mean, again, it comes down to the color of somebody's skin, and it's disheartening. You know, that's all I could say right now. It's disheartening to see it so blatant in your face once again. And what are we supposed to do about this, Corey? What are we supposed to do about this? You know, you got the hashtag up. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
You know, you changed your profile pic. Okay, that's great. But understand what's happening also. You know, you can't let the top line thing supersede the whole. You know, there's more going on here.
You know, I've said this all the time, been criticized for it. I said, listen, there's a lot of people out there who they shit on us because, I mean, you know, the thing is, Africans and black people and whatnot, you know, there is a world totem pole. And it hurts to say this to people because I don't want to make people feel like they can't achieve. But a lot of people see us as being on the bottom of it. And instead of all us working together, people want shit to roll downhill. You know, I see Asians treating us like this. I see Indians treating us like this. And, you know, and it hurts more from them because they are getting.
We're in the same boat.
Yeah,
we're in the same fucking boat.
We're all getting shit on, man.
Yeah.
You know, as they said over in the Ukraine, they're putting all people of color. They're kicking them to the side. But, you know, especially when it comes to Europeans around the world, you know, the whole thing is seen as Europeans that's the default. That's the, you know, they're the top.
The golden standard.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, I've been saying how this is for a long time, but what really makes me mad is that people feel like the moment you get all these keyboard activists out there. The moment something becomes a hashtag, all these people feel like you can't criticize it at all. You know, and by the way, these are hashtag people and all these keyboard activists. You ain't doing a thing to help these people over there. All you doing is changing your profile and putting up a hashtag, and you act like you done something. But then when I criticize this shit and really point out some realness right here, all of a sudden I am somehow insensitive. But what is more insensitive? Me pointing out some truth right here, or looking at these people who are turning away human beings, people turning away people with children, and people who are being shit on, people who are being oppressed, instead of working with these people and having some kind of understanding and some kind of empathy, they turn around and just hold it against somebody else. That is the most despicable form of racism that's out there.
It's also, but I also, part of me agrees with Oz in the sense of when you're faced with such violence, when you're faced with that, man, sometimes your worst impulse comes to light and you're, yeah.
I'm not going to make excuses.
No, I'm not. I'm not
doing this where it's like, and I don't think that's what Oz was saying. I'm not making excuses for these people. When you say your worst impulses come out, I say your best impulses should come out. When you see people in need.
It should.
Yeah, but, you know, I'm sorry. If your worst impulses come out, I'm going to call you for what you are.
No, for sure.
You're doing some racist shit.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to sit up here and tell you, I'm not making excuses for that. You know, help your fellow human being out. Stop. I'm not the one dividing people. You know, you step there saying I'm the one because I'm criticizing Ukraine. I'm dividing people. When you push these people, when you don't let people on the trains, you're discriminating against them when they're trying to escape like everybody else and they got children and shit. You're the one dividing people. I'm not doing that.
No, I agree. No, I agree. I'm thinking about this. No, I'm really thinking about this because it's actually you're gonna fucking kill me.
You know, it shouldn't be seen as a touchy situation. If shit is happening, shit is happening.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Why does it have to be such a taboo thing to say, yeah, you know, these people in Ukraine are getting bombed on, but at the same time, people in Ukraine are doing some shit too to people who are trying to survive like everybody else is. So I don't think it's a bad thing to talk about these things. I think people should be upset that we are talking about these other side as well, because it's happening.
During World War II, we had black squadrons go and fight for the freedom, for the liberty. We had them fight the Nazis, and when they came back, we treated them like shit, if not worse than before they came back. You know, we burned down their houses, like they destroy everything. Like America itself has a big history of racism, but that also is repeated in a lot of places in Europe in general. You know,
yeah,
so it's not fake. It happens, and it's soul crushing that it happens. You know.
Well, my thing is not to criticize the Ukraine and wish ill upon them, because I know it's not every person that's doing that. Just like I said with Russia, if you look at Russia, most people in Russia, they don't They don't want to follow this nutcase right here. A lot of people just saying, "Why you stirring up trouble, man? We just trying to live." Shit, that horse is like, I'm just trying to live, man.
A lot of people protesting and going to jail because of it. Yeah,
but it always comes down to this. We've got to do better and stop looking at each other in this tribalism that goes on, this vision of us being us against them. We got to stop that, man. And a lot of people don't see it, but when we're the ones who catch the brunt of it, man, I'm telling you because it saddens me. I'm telling you because it angers me. I'm telling you because I'm the main target of it. But I'm also telling you because from my point of view, I get to see just all the ignorance that divides people. You know, if we allow this to keep going, it's not helping your cause to do this right here. It's not, man. You know, if you can't bring people together, or you decide to like let shit roll downhill and treat people worse, or treat people like you've been treated instead of unifying, it's not helping, man.
Because let's say they actually do beat Russia. Let's say that actually there's a resolution, there's peace, and we discover that a high population of immigrants, Africans, you know, even Latinos, whoever's there at this moment, actually face the wrath of the Russians because they couldn't be evacuated on time, or they chose other people before them, then that's going to go into the United Nations. That's going to be in court. That's going to be talked about. You know what I mean? There will be repercussions if it goes.
I'll just say this, because a lot of people think you bring this stuff up, you're being divisive. I'm trying to keep people from being divisive.
No, you're not being divisive whatsoever. You're just pointing a reality.
Listen. I'm confused about what's divisive about this. There's the fact that something is going on in Ukraine right now. They're being attacked by Russia. Is that a fact?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Is this now a fact that people of color are being turned away from getting out of Ukraine? Is that a fact?
It is a fact. By multiple sources.
So what the fuck are we being divisive about?
Exactly.
There you go. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
People, I'm so sick of people being divided. Fact.
That was awesome.
Yes.
Stupid.
Yeah. It's the fucking internet, man.
Is this horse sick of Poot riding his ass? That's a fact.
Fact on fact.
That's
on
a fact.
Probably he shot the horse afterwards. He probably shot that horse.
That horse is sick of this. That's a fact. I love life, man.
You do.
I love people. You know, I love jazz. I love hip hop. I love rock and roll. I love classical.
Wait.
I love all kind of foods. I love going to. I travel a lot, and one of the best things about traveling the world is just seeing how full of shit some of the higher ups have trained us to look at each other and go against each other. When I travel the world, I've been to Japan, I've been to Croatia, I've been to Turkey, I've been to Mexico, I've been to England,
Puerto Rico soon.
But one day, I've been to Amsterdam. I haven't gone everywhere, but I've been around the world, and I know I've been to enough places. I've been to France, I've been to Spain. I can tell you the thing that I see everywhere: people just want to live and be cool with each other more than not. More often than not, people just want to be, people are people. I go to Japan, I go to Spain, I go to a club, I go to a bar. People just want to drink. They just want to hug on each other. And we all just want to live our lives and have a good time. You know, it's usually the higher ups or some dumbass or the loudest and most ignorant people out there who divide us. You know, if we can just drop the bullshit, we could all be great, man.
And let's make something clear. This is, Corey, you're a person that truly loves your fellow man, and you have made friends of Trump supporters where I have never been able to. But you have been able to sit down in a pro-Trump bar and just make friends.
I've talked to Trump supporters and been cool with them, man.
More than cool.
Yeah, we got each other drinks. We talked about our differences.
Respectfully talk about the difference.
I respect everybody, and I would tell you if I don't agree with you, I'll tell you where you're wrong, but you don't get anything done by yelling at people. So I don't think I'm sitting up here trying to divide people, man. I just see all the bullshit that's happening, and really when I see this bullshit happening here where people are being denied just because of who they are, it just saddens me because I know enough about the world to know that it's just all full of shit the way we divide each other. We're all after the same thing. You know, we all just want to have a good time. We all want to drink. We all want to party. We all want to fuck. You know, it's cool, man. You know, and by the way, somebody asked how was Japan. Japan was awesome, man.
Yeah,
was
man,
amazing.
you're so big in Japan. I think they treated you like a god over there.
They treat everybody cool, man. They treat everybody cool. I mean, it might have helped me being bigger. Like, oh yeah. I'll go over there. They gonna pull out the military. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Hey everyone, support our Patreon, which helps us to continue bringing you our live streams, videos, and podcasts while bringing you new content such as exclusive live streams and animated shorts.